Sure. So make a run there in the fourth quarter, but how much of the missed shot kind of the start of the quarter affect things? Yeah, it was part of it. I think probably the biggest swing moment. We were up, and then uh, we didn't. We've been playing the pick and rolls pretty aggressively, taking away a lot of that 3-point airspace for the majority of the game after that first 3 minutes, and we gave up three to Derek White. They saw the ball go in, and then before that we just gambled on a play that you just can't do against Boston. Holiday hit a three. They had a couple turnovers, a couple missed free throws, and then it can just go quick. If they, get on a roll with those threes. That was the game. Really, we played and competed hard. Like visually, that's what I want to see every single night. And we've been doing that. Not really in the Clipper game, but we've been doing it against most teams. That's probably going to give yourself a better chance, down the stretch against Boston. It's going to be a double-digit loss with a competitive game.
What were your thoughts on the lineup change, the rotation change also with Terry out, just the different?
Yeah, I mean, look, that we've tried a lot of things. It's not working, and we're anticipating that they're going to be with their main guys. So we went with this lineup, to match up with them to try to take away the threes. And I think the rotation was pretty fluid, all the way through. I don't think that was an issue. I think the guys, contributed, and I would keep our main guys out there, for important stretches. And the bench played really well. They were a plus for the majority of the game, which usually isn't the case when we play Boston.
And obviously he was on a really good run, but the last two games with Bam, is that a matter of himself getting himself more involved, or if you need to get more involved?
The Clipper game was, they just took us out of everything we normally like to do. Tonight, I thought we were making the right plays, and Bam was making the right plays. They obviously want to get him involved and be intentional to try to get him the ball. Probably some opportunities, to get him some catches, but I don't think that was necessarily the deal. We'll get him involved. There were some other swing moments, like I mentioned, that had a bigger impact. He's been playing great, obviously, the last 6 weeks.
What's the level of strain that even though, like you said, you did play the 3-point line pretty well for a lot of games. They still took 50. They still made 19. They're going to take a ton. They're going to make a ton. Just what sort of strain does that put on a team knowing that they are going to make a bunch of shots from out there?
Yeah, it wouldn't work if you don't want to have the 3-point shooters, but also have guys that can break you down. Without Brown, Tatum can break you down if you're in single coverage. He's going to find a way, and if you're trying to eliminate some of the airspace and you're switching, they can manipulate things, if necessary. And Derek White, I think, is the most underrated player, in the league. He just has timely, windy plays over and over and over. If right when this game was in the balance, I think he made some big plays. Holiday made some big plays. And Pritchard obviously can break your defense down, and we did a pretty good job on him tonight. But if you don't that's break you down, then you can just stay at home on everybody. They have both. And if you make a mistake, if you gamble, if you lose concentration, they're a team that's going to make you pay. That happened not a bunch of times. It just happened 3 or 4 times right when we needed it in the fourth quarter.
After the Clippers game, you mentioned that you were still trying to get Davion and Wiggs acclimated to the style of defense you wanted. I'm curious as
that was budget better tonight. Yeah. We fast tracked it quite a bit in the last 48 hours. I mean, we've been fast tracking it for the last month, but both guys understood what we need, from them, and I thought they both brought it on the defense bit for sure.
Hi, Coach. It was kind of my question. That could you go a little bit more in detail what you saw about data images today? overall.
He made all of us watch him, right? He has that kind of gift, those kind of abilities. He's really dynamic the way he can move laterally. And we just want to unlock all of that. The more he can just be a pest and piss everybody off, which he was doing, tonight. Take on all the bigger matchups, just making great efforts. We're going to need that, a bunch, going down the stretch. But I was very pleased with his play. Nice, thank you.
Locker room